everyone, it's Miss Wright with your art video of the day, and in today's video we will be looking at our sketching skills and how to improve them. Let me open up what you've got at home and we'll get started. So last time we looked at the artist Sebastião Salgado, and he was a really famous Brazilian photographer. He was famous because of his black and white photographs that he's taken of lots of different people all around the world. Now, when we looked at his work, we said that it looked just like drawings, pencil drawings, because it was all in black and white. There were lots of different tones in them, and tone is light and shadows, or light and dark, basically, so like light areas and dark areas. And in today's session, we are going to figure out how to make them ourselves using our normal pencils. So we are going to start today's lesson by having a go at some different sketching skills and how to make different marks using just a normal pencil. So we might have a go at pressing really lightly on a piece of paper, really gently, to see what marks we can make. We could have a go at pressing really hard on our pencil and then trying to smudge it with our fingers. We could even have a go at making a gradient, which is this picture here, where you start really dark, so pressing really hard on your pencil, and then you gradually or really slowly press more gently and gently until there's barely any mark left at all. I wonder how many different marks we could make using just our normal pencils.
Okay then, so the first thing we're going to have a try at going is pressing really lightly with our pencil. Now this time you might want to have it on the side, like holding your pencil on the side like this. And you can make a slightly wider mark, can you see? Rather than me pressing really lightly like this. And I get a really pretty dainty line, I get a wider line. And you could still have a go at smudging it. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it just softens it. It makes it a much softer line. Look, can you see that? Now, we could also press really hard. And again, if I press really hard on my pencil straight down like this, I'm going to get a really thick and really dark line. And again, if I use the side of my pencil, you might even want to press down on it a little bit to make it a harder mark. Can you see how different those two marks are? And again, you can take your finger and you can have a go at smudging it. Now that could be really good for a mountain or a background. Now I've also spoken a little bit about gradients, and a gradient is when you start from a really dark mark and get lighter and lighter till you get something that looks like this and you can barely see it. So let's have a go at that one together. I'm going to press really hard on my pencil. And then every now and again, I'm going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Can you see that? I've started with a really dark mark here, and it's gotten lighter as I've applied less pressure, less force onto my pencil.
So now we've experimented with lots and lots of different types of marks using our pencils, we're now going to have a go at making different textures or rubbings. Now, a texture or rubbing is what you do when you rub your pencil over a different material. So you could rub it over a piece of wood or brick, something like that, and you will create a rubbing. If you're not sure what a rubbing is, click this video here and it will show you exactly how to make them. But just here, I've got some different examples of rubbings. Can you see? So what we do is we have a surface or a material, we put a piece of paper on the top, and then we rub it using a pencil. Let's try and make some together.
Okay then, let's have a go at doing some rubbings together. Now I found, oh, can you see that? I just found a little 10p, and that's a really good one to have a go at rubbing. You might even have one of these at home. So what you do is you tuck it underneath your piece of paper. You might have to feel to make sure you're rubbing in the right place. And you take your pencil on the side and you press really gently. Oh, that wasn't a very good one, but you can just about see the outside of the penny. Now see, that time I was a lot harder, I applied a lot more pressure. You can just about see the Queen's head just there. Okay, I also found a pot with this beautiful sort of lacy pattern on it. I thought we could have a go at doing a rubbing of this pattern. So hold my piece of paper over it. Can you see how I'm holding my pencil on the side? And we'll start to see that really lovely lacy pattern coming through. Can you see that? How pretty.
Okay, it's your turn to have a go at some rubbings. Have a look around your house, your garden, and see how many different rubbings you can collect. Okay then, now that we've had a go at making lots of different tones with our pencils, we've experimented with textures using our rubbings, we're going to have a go at putting all our skills together to draw our own picture of a polar bear. Now this week, I say this week, but it was more last week, we were looking at the rainbow bear, okay? And we were inspired by the polar bear from the story. Now today, we are going to learn how to draw a polar bear and how to create it in a beautiful way and add lots of colour to it too. So you can see here I've got a lovely pencil drawing of a polar bear, and then I've got something called a collage. Now when it comes to the part of us colouring in our polar bear, you could use colouring pencils or pens or paints or pastels. You could even have a go at using some watercolour paints or even some collage materials like in this picture here. Let's have a go at watching this video to teach us how to draw a polar bear. Okay then, before we get started on our video, I just thought I'd say that the people in this video are using a big felt tip pen to draw their polar bear so you can see it at home. But what I would draw is a pencil, and I'd press really, really gently just to make sure that if I made any mistakes, I could rub them out really easily. Let's watch.
All right, Chuckers, you got your marker? Yeah, we hope you guys are gonna follow along. You got a marker and you got some paper. You're gonna draw with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we go too fast?
Pause the video.
Okay, all right, what's wrong with your marker? All right, and so at the end of this video, we're also gonna color our polar bear and we're gonna use colored pencils, okay? All right, got your marker ready?
Yeah.
Okay, first step.
Yeah.
Okay, first step, we're gonna draw his little eye. And it's just going to be small. It's going to be over here on the left of our paper, in the middle of the paper this way, but it's going to be over to the left. And it's just going to be a little dot because we're going to try to draw him realistically. Well, that's really far over there. Maybe not that far. Yeah, bring it in. There you go. Yes, nice job. Okay, and then we're going to draw a line that comes down for his forehead. So it's going to come down from his eye, and it's going to come down diagonally. That. To his nose. Good. And then we're going to come back around for his nose and his mouth. Where's his chin? Good job. And you know what? Let's make that his mouth, and then we'll do his bottom lip underneath, and then his nose will be thicker. Okay, so I'm gonna put his little mouth. I'm gonna put a little mouth right here. And you can draw his jaw underneath that. Yes, like that. Exactly like that. Good job. Sorry, I got really excited. It looks good. Okay, now we're going to draw his nose. So we draw a little curve on the end of his nose, and we can color that in. Then I left a little highlight at the top. I'm not sure you can see it though. But okay, let's keep going. So now we're going to draw his eyebrows, or the other side of his head on that side. Good. Okay, and then we're going to draw, this is going to come back into it's kind of a wavy line. It's coming back into his neck and then into his shoulders. Good. Okay, now let's draw some ears on there. So we're going to draw a little upside down U there. And then we're going to draw another upside down U right on this side. Good job. Okay, now on the inside of that, let's put the center of his ear. Sweet. Okay, now let's draw the bottom of his neck and his fur. So we draw a little curve that comes down. And then we're going to do some zigzag lines that come down further, so it's starting to get thicker. Okay, now we're going to come down to his first leg. So we're going to draw down, and he's going to be walking, so he's going to have one leg in front of the other. Okay, now we'll come down and we'll make his foot come out, curve down. Good job. And then we can do a little zigzag line for some claws. And then we're going to come back for the bottom of his foot. You don't want to go too far because you don't want his leg to be too big. You can probably come a little further, maybe in there somewhere. Good Good job. Okay, now let's come back up. We're going to come back up for the rest of his leg. Sweet. That looks so cool. Okay, now let's draw the other leg, but it's going to be in front of this one. So we're going to come over here, draw it down. So he's walking. And this line is going to stop in line with this one. So about the same, that point, I'll come down a little further. And then we're going to come out for the foot. And then a zigzag. And then a line back, similar to the other one. Got it? Nice. Okay, and then we're going to come back up, finish that leg. It can be kind of wobbly. Cool. We did it. We're done.
Yay!
And it's only part of them. We need to keep going. Okay, let's draw his shoulder. So he's got a little bump right here for his shoulder. Okay, now we're going to draw his back, and it's going to come over here. It's going to hook around for his butt, and then we're going to draw the rest of his. Oh no, we got giggles. How could we always got to draw that part? What am I going to call it? Okay, let's keep going. His bottom. Okay, okay. We'll refer to his butt as his bottom. We'll call it his bottom. All right. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna draw his back, and then we're gonna go in. So, oh jeez, I'm not gonna be able to draw it with you laughing. We're gonna curl around like that. So hook around for his bottom. Nobody else is gonna be able to draw this because they're laughing. All right, let me see you do it. His back. And then his butt. Bottom. Wow, that's a really long bear. Kept going there, didn't you? It's a hot dog bear. All right. Anyways. Okay. So we could draw his back leg really thick, and then it won't look as long.
Okay.
Cool? Okay. So let's keep going. We're going to draw his tail right here, okay? We're going to draw a U shape for his tail. Yes. It's on his bottom. Okay, great. Let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to draw his back leg, okay? So we're going to draw a line that comes down here, and it's going to cross over, and he's going to be picking this leg up, okay? So we're just going to cross over. So that's his back leg. Okay, and then this is going to turn into his foot, and he's walking. So we're going to curl this down, and that's going to be his foot. That's nice. And then this foot should kind of go down to about the same place where his feet are touching. So down here. Yep. Okay, and then we can draw a couple zigzag lines for his claws. And then we're going to curl back for his foot. Okay, now this is where we can get kind of thick. So you're going to come over here like really far, probably you can probably go even further, like right in there somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to start here. We're going to curl this line. There's his knee, and then it's going to come up into his body. Okay, so I could have probably even gone further. So you could start down here, and then we're going to come up a little bit and then curl in. So it's an S line. Nice job. No, that looks really cool. Okay, now we can draw the zigzag line, or that looks like his fur on his belly. It's going to come all the way this, and we can come back up. Oh, he's a full bear. Maybe just ate. Oh, you started up here. That's okay. I started down here. See that? No, that's fine. There's no mistakes, right? So go ahead and do a zigzag all the way across. Yes, and then let's make them a little thicker. So let's do another one that's down here and maybe comes all the way over there. And then he's a little thicker. So we draw another zigzag line so it's lower. Yeah. Yeah, that looks awesome. That looks really cool. This just looks like part of his fur. All right, so now let's draw his leg that's on the ground. So we're going to pretend this, or imagine this line comes through his foot, his leg, and then comes out on the backside, and then stops at the same place. So we want his feet all lined up on the ground. Good. And then we're going to come across, and we want this to be about the same length as all of his feet, so he doesn't have a big one and a small one. And then we're going to do the claws, a little zigzag line, and then a curl back up and over the top of his foot. And we're going to curl back in the rest of his leg. Awesome.
Okay, then I'm going to stop the video there because I would like you to colour in your polar bear, and I would like you to do a rainbow throughout your polar bear. I don't mind how you do it, if you use pencils or pens or paints or collage, however you want to do it. Okay, then we are really, really looking forward to seeing your polar bear artwork on the portfolio section of Class Dojo. I'll see you later.